one of the things that I found for me when I was starting out, because again, as we do, we lack confidence. I decided that I wanted to try and round the picture of the experience that someone has when they come and see me. And so I really focused on I come from working in hospitality, so customer service and all that sort of stuff. And so one of the things that I've found really has been a very strong foundation in I believe in my success is customer service. Really focusing on how can I make this experience, you know, bang out of the park for you compared to anyone else. So it comes down to how do I respond to people, you know, if they call me or email me. So making sure that you've got a quick response time in a way that is navigable for you, so that you're not constantly, you know, hanging by the computer and those sorts of things.
Yeah.
You've got to work out what's manageable psychologically for yourself. But how do I address people? How do I navigate those conversations and those emails to provide, you know, as much information as I possibly can in a way that they can understand. So I'm also really big on how we communicate to our clients or potential clients. We have a bit of a tendency in the massage industry, myotherapy, bodywork, Chinese medicine, naturopathy, you know, the whole, shall we call, complementary medicine field. We have a bit of I find we've got our heads up our backsides a little bit sometimes. And so we want to be able to explain things to people in ways that we understand. And what we need to understand is that most people don't understand the language that we use. So particularly Chinese medicine, qi and blood, yin and yang, people think you're a weirdo.
Yeah.
And so for me, it's really about trying to learn how to communicate to, without meaning to sound patronizing, the lowest common denominator, and understanding about what it is that we do, what it is that we can treat, how what we do works, what potential outcomes to expect, you know, so what's going to happen when they go home. You know, are they going to be feeling amazing like they do when they're leaving, or maybe not amazing, or are they going to be feeling the same constantly, or is it going to be a gradual sort of slide back into their symptoms? And so for me, I'm really big on communicating all the way through the treatment, right from when they walk through the door, explaining to them where the bathroom is. Would you like a glass of water? Here's your feedback, your intake form to fill out. You've got two sides on it. So they don't fill out one side and then you come out and fill that out. You feel a bit of an idiot. I don't want them to feel like that. I explain to them the process when they first walk into the clinic room. This is your seat, you get a comfortable one. I explain to them as well that at any stage through this process, it's important they understand that they are the boss in here, that I work for them. And at any stage, if they have any questions, if they feel uncomfortable in any way, they're hot, they're cold, they're in pain, I'm doing something that just doesn't feel right to them, that it's important that they let me know. And so I really reiterate that desire for communication from them, because the more that I can get feedback from them, the better treatment I can give them, the better results.
Yeah, and I agree. That is a fantastic therapist, that because anyone can, like so many of us can do the techniques, the treatments, whatever it is, but it's a skill set in itself.
Yeah, I'm also really big on presentation. So my clinic space is Mickey Mouse. I dress well when I go to work. You know, I've got a collared shirt, long pants. I mean, I understand for massage therapists or body workers or my therapist, you know, maybe a bit more of a, you know, shorter sleeve and that sort of stuff, and mobility is good, that's fine. But I make sure that, you know, all of the aspects of the presentation of the clinic are really Mickey Mouse. And I also make sure that I have really good technological systems, because these days people expect that. I've got an online booking system, I've got a good website, it's easy to navigate, I've got high caps, I've got FPOS, booking system sends out confirmation emails, you know, so all of those things are covered. And one of the things that I find time and time again is clients will come in and they go, wow, you've really got it together. So much more than the last practitioner I was going to when I was living in Melbourne or something like that. And so if we can offer that level of professionalism and service, so again, going back to my original sort of point of lack of confidence, then they all of a sudden start to express a confidence and a trust in us. And that builds your confidence.
Yeah.